Paul Abram in the halfback role, Martin Topping and Benny Young in the prop forward roles. Andy Swarbrick, the veteran hooker and vice captain he is. And the second row is John Campbell and Jamie Jackson, with Lee Cadwallader there at lock, and Mark Clegg, the lone reserve for Bamber Bridge. Their coach Lee Sumner. And the Maltese team, well, as we said, they're still getting to know each other. A majority of them have been training together for the past 4 weeks in the late end of summer conditions, but they've been joined 3 days ago by the British-based contingent of 3 British Maltese and 1 Maltese Australian. As Jamie Jackson looks at gaining a few extra metres, the Maltese would certainly be looking at consolidating on this position. A 16-point lead. Another try would really make it very hard for the English to get back into this game.
Especially at this point, 20 minutes in the second half, only 20 minutes to go, with Malta double the points at Bamber Bridge, but
a crucial moment of the game here, crucial time of the game. And the English looking for possession. A quick run of play here as they move it down the left-hand side. Got to give a rap to Dave Breakwell, who's played an outstanding game so far. Just had some feedback as to the way he plays, and this is he's played out of his skin today. As the Bamber Bridge team have a breakdown in play, and the Maltese will get the feed of the scrum. That's hard to feed the scrum, and it looks like who's in there at lock at the moment. A few changes.
Malcolm
Attard's back on the field and playing at lock, and Paul Bartlett has moved back into the centres. Actually, it looks like Paul Bartlett may have made his way off the field actually. Paul Borge has also been reintroduced after a spell on the sidelines. Chance to recoup some of that breath, and Luke Sant runs around the ruck. He finds Chris Parker, but the loose ball to Malcolm Attard. Not able to hold on to the ball. And Bamber Bridge will have another chance, another crack at the cherry, another roll of the dice to try and get
6 seconds within, how much is that, 15, 20 meters?
Yeah, maybe
That's
30.
pretty close, maybe 30.
Good work to get up there in the face of the halfback, not letting him any room to move. Big Jamie Jackson run from
loses
hooker,
the ball,
but loses the ball.
Grima collects,
Offloads down low off the ground and finds his Maltese teammate. Bit of niggle there with the knees of the Bamber Bridge hooker into the Maltese player. It's actually Paul Bartlett. Yes, he is back out there on the field. Seiler at hooker, following Luke Sant's run, and that's a good 10 metres he finds. The loose legs, plays the ball. Bit of niggle there between the halfback and Daryl Seiler, as you're always going to get in such an international fixture. They're out there to do their best. The referee brings a halt to play, blows the whistle, and he will be packing the scrum in favour of Bamber Bridge. The water being run through the back line of the Maltese team. Chris Samut running the water for Malta as well. There's a member of the Malta 13 that played the touring Gateshead and Scotland under-18s teams that toured Malta in May this year. And you can see the improvement from that game to today. I mean, I know we've got the inclusion of 4 overseas-based players, but the improvement as a whole is unbelievable. It's outstanding from that game back in May, which, you know, it was a learning curve for all the players involved. That Malta 13 was made up of solely Maltese-based players. In today's game, a vast improvement from May 2009. Big hit. Slammed on his back is Ben Young. Swarbrick with the tape around his head. The hooker lines up his attacking players. His forwards making the meters. Another good 10 meters there. as they're on the attack. We'll make a mention of the website, which those interested persons could visit. The website of Bamber Bridge Amateur Rugby League Club, that is www.bridge, bridge being spelled B-R-I-G, rugbyleague.co.uk. As the Maltese make a break, is that Paul Bartlett?
Paul Bartlett.
Paul Bartlett. The cameraman can't even keep up with him. He's very fast. There is no stopping him. And Paul Bartlett will score his second try of the evening. Do we get the roly-poly?
No, not this one.
That was a fair run too, outpacing his opposite flank. Calvin Briffa the first to come in and support. Mark Cortez and Mark Sakel follow. And even the kiss and the hug from David Axisa to top it all off. And Paul Bartlett is feeling that conditions for him that he too would never have played rugby league in these temperatures and humid conditions. A great run. There was no stopping him. And that takes the score out to 34 points to 14. You would think it would be very hard now
to come back, Bamber Bridge to come back.
For the English to come back from this.
They've got a long way.
No hand in the air, no waving. He just wanted to get to the try line and grounds the ball. An honour for him wearing the Maltese jersey. A very successful jersey.
Roderick Attard
but yeah,
converted again.
Rod converts and adds the 2 points and now takes this ball game scoreline to 36 points to 14. That's 22 points. That's four tries that we'll be looking at from Bamber Bridge if they want to be back in this game. Any chance of winning this match. The conversion replay. But yes, the Maltese jersey, the Malta Knights jersey, successful and recognisable part of Malta Rugby League, with the Maltese cross emblazoned into the jersey. A unique design that, well, obviously will be shared by no other country, no other rugby league nation on earth. It's been a big part of the income of the Malta Rugby League, being a non-profit organisation, through merchandise sales. So anybody can make contact with the Malta Rugby League to make a purchase of a jersey. And that website again is www.malteserugbyleague.com, where people can see the range of Malta Rugby League merchandise. And again, from the kick-off, Malta decides to lose possession, so Bamber Bridge given another opportunity to get back into this game. 26 minutes of play into the second half. And Captain Damien Duncan behind the line there, or in the line, yelling instructions. They know what they should be doing, Bamber Bridge Club. But as we said, they're down to one reserve at the moment. That will be very tough for them.
Should be hard on them.
Should be hard on them?
Should be hard on them.
It'd definitely be hard on them. I thought you were saying Damien should be hard on them.
No. The fact that they've got only one reserve with this heat, which they're not used to.
An absolutely admirable performance by Bamber Bridge so far. And they're getting close to the try line. Maltese numbers are grouping up now. They need to. As Swarbrick looks for the try. Releases, finds Topping. Throw it down short of the line. They've got numbers to the left, Bamber Bridge, if they can shift it out wide, which they do. Attempted intercept by Roderick Attard, but out on the left wing they find Dave Breakwell, and Dave Breakwell scores a try for Bamber Bridge, bringing them back into the game. I was just saying what a great game Dave was having. Dave, the fireman from Blackpool Airport. He tells me he's been working at the airport for 2 years as a fireman and not had a fire to contend with. It sounds like a crazy job.
Yeah, but that's a good sign. I mean, no one's happy with fires, are you?
That's right, especially at an airport. A good sign, a bad sign. But obviously, he's a fireman, so he would like to be tested in his job. And 2 years on the job, hasn't had a fire. I find that quite amusing.
Luckily.
Yes, in a lucky fashion. As Duncan with a chance to convert.
You call that a soft try, Anthony? With no opposition on
Well, the numbers grouped up towards the left side for Malta, since their numbers were all grouped up.
Bamber Bridge had about 2 men overlap.
They did. But also Roderick Attard came out of the line to take the intercept. So it was a 50-50. It was either going to go your way, in your favour, or against you. sometimes you do need to take these risks.
Yes, definitely.
But they were lacking numbers. I mean, even if Roderick stayed in the line, they were still had a 4-on-2 or 4-on-3 overlap. So with some good passing, good hands, the try was probably always going to come, or the opportunity of the try was always there.